Good evening. A UK first as a Birmingham company exports British milk overseas. The liquid milk is sent on a 3,000-mile journey to the Middle East. It takes 4 days from the farms here to get the milk to the hypermarkets of Qatar, where 2 litres of Shropshire or Staffordshire milk sells not for the typical pound it costs you here, but for over £5 a bottle. The experts only started earlier this year after a diplomatic crisis led to a change in suppliers. Our rural affairs correspondent, Gregory-Kumar, reports on the export breakthrough many thought impossible to achieve.
Little Cloverley Farm near Whitchurch in Shropshire. This very placid dairy herd is at the forefront of a revolution. Milk from these cows and others in Shropshire and Staffordshire is on sale in the Middle East.
I thought that was fantastic. To get British milk over abroad, to freight it out and get it all that way over there is fantastic for the British dairy industry.
Exporting butter, cheese, powdered milk. These are all ways of exporting milk that kind of make sense because they're fairly easy to pack and look after. But exporting liquid milk from these cows to Qatar?
In Birmingham, the company responsible showed me how they do it. There's a lot of red tape. All bottles must be relabelled in Arabic, for one, and a lot of insulation for the travel. And the end result, a bottle we'd buy for £1 in Qatar retails for over £5.
To send something, say, to Oman, it costs £1.80 per kilo. Milk is heavy, so it costs a lot of money. But the people out there want to buy the products. Once they start buying the product and see how good it is, then they'll keep repeat business.
This milk is being sold through a hypermarket chain called Lulu, where British milk is seen as a premium product. Even at more than £5 a bottle, people want to buy it, especially once they've tried it themselves.
We've got young ladies doing testings. The sales are going up every week, which is fantastic. And, we just can't believe how popular it seems to be because they're now tasting what we're all used to with our breakfast in the morning.
The sky's the limit, really. We don't need much market penetration to move serious volumes of milk. We're not looking to be empire building. We're looking to create a bespoke product that's got real value, that will add value back to the farmer.
In autumnal Shropshire, the export trade is just one more reason. There's more certainty and a brighter outlook for this family farm.
You know that you can pay your bills and then hopefully invest, on the farm and buildings and that. And we've got a business to hand over to Ollie, really. So.
Well, it's shocking, really. I didn't think it could ever happen. All the way over there, and still be liquid milk as well.
And if milk from the Midlands is a success in Qatar, could India or even China be next?
And David joins me now. Just explain, David, where do people in Qatar usually get their milk from?
Well, usually, Nick, they get it from here. This is a promotional video for a dairy farm in Saudi Arabia. Al Marai owns 6 super farms with over 150,000 Holstein cows producing a lot of milk. But as Nick said earlier, there's a big diplomatic standoff between the Saudis and the Qataris, including a blockade, and that means no more Saudi milk. And it's the turning off of the tap here that our farmers are exploiting, but they've had to move quickly to respond to a milk emergency. Now they can finesse things a bit. This, for example, is the updated Nemi bottle. You can see there's a Union flag and even Big Ben there down at the bottom, all to bring home the Britishness of the product which consumers overseas associate with quality. And speaking of consumers, is this bottle just for the shelves in the Middle East, or could it end up going further afield? They've cracked exports to Qatar. That's just under 7 hours away by plane, and the milk still has a 7-day shelf life when it gets there. Looking further afield, well, Delhi is a 9-hour flight away, and then there's Peking over there. That's 12 hours. You'd be eating into the shelf life of the milk, but if shoppers are happy and prepared to pay a hefty premium, then milk from Shropshire and Staffordshire could one day be on sale to Indian and Chinese consumers. Nick.
David, thank you.